What is up, guys? Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today is Adventure Day. New lake, never been here. I've heard good things, but that was also in the springtime. So we're in that weird fall transition right now, September to October. I was just talking about it with Jordan, my camera guy. Like, it just is weird. It's the toughest time of year to fish, in my opinion, until we start getting those cooler nights in the fall. And we just haven't had that yet. But they are still eating topwater, no doubt, pretty much probably all around the country. And that's what we're gonna try and catch them on today. We've got a bunch of new baits. We do have one soft plastic here we're gonna try. That's the new Max Scent Flux Gill. And then we've got a bunch of new buzz baits and some other topwater, Screamin Choppo, Chop Block, all kinds of cool stuff from Berkeley. So we're gonna try and catch them on all these new Berkeley baits. They're just coming out like right now as we speak, starting to kind of drip these things out. I'm excited to throw them. I'm excited to see this lake. Like I said, never been. Most excited to get my first blow up of the day. That's gonna be the best part of the day. Besides my coffee I had this morning, that was pretty nice too. But anyways, we'll be here to the ramp in a few minutes. Hopefully it's open. This place has some weird hours. I don't know for 100% fact that we're gonna get in, but it is a public lake. We're gonna do our best to try and get onto this thing. So we'll see you guys here at the lake in a few minutes. All right, so we already started making some casts. I'm throwing the new Screamin Choppo. I'm pretty excited. It looks great. They were open. That's a big deal. They were open, and we talked to the old man and kind of figured out the hours a little bit, saw the signs, so hopefully the fishing will be good and we can come back here a few times, because right now there's all kinds of wood and bank grass. It just looks amazing. But I'm gonna start off with this Screamin Choppo early. Buzzbait would probably be good in some of this grass too, but I'm gonna wait to pick that up. Just because these fish generally, probably in the morning, I would say, sit on this outside edge a little more, and then as the sun gets up, a lot of this bank grass is their only cover with some of this wood, so that's when they'll probably slide in there a little further. And then I'll pick the buzzbait up and throw it in there, because you know, you'll be able to get it through all that stuff a lot better than a Choppo with all the treble hooks. But while it's still early, lower light, we're gonna take advantage of the outside edge and see if we can get a few bites on this. Is there? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, dude. I'm hitting all kinds of trees. Come on. Stay out of there. Heck yeah. First bite. Took about 10 minutes, but we did get bit. A little longer than expected, honestly. There's no one here today. Had the whole boat ramp to ourselves. That dude ate it. A little, I don't know, probably 2.5 pounder. That was cool. So he came right down the side of that log. We've been fishing a bunch of the grass, and there's several laydowns and stuff, but I don't know. That's a good way to start it right there. Let's let him go and go get another one. Gosh, this water's pretty. All right, so we're just, if you guys have seen, I'm moving on this, that was a terrible cast by the way, but I'm moving on this trolling motor super fast right now. Just trying to take advantage of this low light, cover as much water as possible. I think that's one of the best things about a Choppo and the new Screamin Choppo is it's so easy to throw fishing fast, because all you have to do is throw it and reel. And that's why it's such a fun bait to fish too. The original Choppo, I feel like that's part of the reason it's, you know, done so well with bank fishermen and tournament fishermen. But I'm kind of treating this like we're in a little tournament right now. You know, we only have a limited amount of time before the sun gets up. So I want to keep this trolling motor on high. We've got it on 12, so a little above 50% right now. And just trying to find those active fish. So one bite so far, not bad, good quality. I was impressed with the way the fish looked. It looked healthy, a little skinny, but that's the time of year they're kind of all a little skinny right now, it seems. Anywhere you go, it's hard to catch fat ones. at least down here in the south. But we're gonna keep throwing this thing around until we run out of shade, and then we'll start picking some other stuff up and seeing what we can do out here. There's another one. All right, number 2, another healthy fish. All right, number 2, another healthy guy. They're real pretty. Very clean looking fish. But I know it gets probably hit from the bank pretty hard. There's a little trail along this park everywhere, and we saw a popper already hung up on a tree or just off a tree, so too fired up, I'm not paying attention. See if there's something on this rock. Oh gosh. Oh no. That looked like a good one, dude. There we go. Finally got one out of some grass. That was cool. Awesome bite. Man, we've been seeing them blow up like, I mean, you can even see the dirt that the fish left off the bank right there. That's how shallow he came from. They're super shallow. Seeing a lot of bluegill beds, even though, you know, even though it's October, I'm not seeing the bluegill, but I'm seeing the bluegill beds. So I'm assuming these fish, as healthy and clean as they look, they're probably eating a lot of bluegill right now. That was a pretty cool bite, right where he was supposed to be. Gosh, that was awesome. God, that was sweet. Another one on the log, lay down, bringing it right down the top of that thing. We've only missed one. I mean, they're getting it pretty good. Probably because they've never seen it before. Not the Screamin Choppo, at least. All right, dude. Putting on a dang show. I gotta pick a frog up. I mean, look at that. That just looks too perfect not to throw a frog in there. Oh, dang. Amazing. Amazing. That was so freaking cool. Might be one of the coolest topwater bites I ever had that close. Come here. Oh, it's so sketchy. Got him. That was insane. Eating the Screamin Choppo right at the boat. So that's 5 or 6 fish now on this thing. They're obviously eating it pretty good. It's got the Fusion 19 hooks on it, super sharp. We only missed 1 so far. They obviously like it, or we missed 2. We just had another bite right there, but man, we got plenty more to fish up through here. We're gonna keep this rolling. This is fun. The sun's getting up, but we still have shade. Definitely key. We're gonna try some of these banks that have sun. You know, if there's a little shade pocket, I actually still like throwing topwater and that kind of stuff, because if there's a little shade pocket, that's gonna be where they're at, like 100%. Your little targets and zones and bite window spots are so small that you know where to throw. This, however, they could kind of be anywhere down through here, but again, we're just got the trolling motor on high, moving pretty quick. Jeez. That is insane. I wish they'd give you a little warning because it about scared the crap out of you, dude. Gosh. Come here. Whatever. He wasn't big. Cool blow up. Hey guys, we're having a blast filming this video so far. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's a quick word from the sponsor of this video. If you guys want the best locks out there on the market, check out Bolt Locks. It remembers your truck key the very first time you use it, so you only need one key for all your locks. I use them on my locker bar, my trailer hitch, and the trailer tongue, and even my spare tire. I don't know why they want to hit it so close to the boat, but I've never seen them. Here's one coming right now. He didn't get it. I've never seen them hit so close to the boat like they are here. Probably don't want to come fish here if you take blood pressure medication, dude. Freaking die. Definitely want to land it. Like, the quieter you can land it. Oh, that was bass. The quieter you can land it in the water, the better chance you have. Anytime you're fishing top water, like really shallow like this, the bigger splash you make, the less chance you have to catch a fish. So a lot of times even I'll just kind of flip it out there like that, pitch it. That. I mean, you're just trying to be dead quiet. It makes a big difference. And then you're gonna get hung up. It's part of it, but that's not what you want to do. Oh, there he is. Yep, that's the better one we're looking for. I laid that in there so quiet. Come here, dude. Boat flip him right here. That is freaking awesome. It doesn't get much cooler than that. We laid that little Screamin Choppo in there. Ah, he smoked it. That's so cool. That's a bluegill eater right there for you. That shallow. You got to put it in there dead quiet. Jeez. Best one of the day so far right there. That's a 3 something probably. Nice fish. Yeah, that is cool. So cool. So much fun. I don't know if you guys have seen, I've probably talked about it already in the video, but putting this thing in there when you're fishing this shallow, in these little tight spots, putting it in there ultra quietly. And in my opinion, I'm always just like, go for it. Like if a spot looks good, I'm gonna try and put it in there. If I get hung up, I'll worry about that afterwards. But it does take a lot of practice, but I'm telling you, you will catch a lot of fish because these fish are not seeing this bait in a spot like that. And I really believe that makes a difference. If you know, somebody comes through flipping a plastic in there, they've seen that a bunch of times. Treble hook topwater, put it up under a tree like that, like they don't see that. I think it gets them fired up. I want another one. I'm fired up. I want another one. I like this shade right now. We got a little bit of breeze even blowing in here, shade and a breeze. I mean, that's just money. Helps disguise the bait just a little bit more. Nice little shallow flat in the back of this pocket. Right here. You knew it was coming. I could feel it. I could feel it. We just barely got him hooked. Skinny guy, little one, aggressive. I'll tell you that. Little guy. First one on a buzzer though. I moved to the buzzbait because some of these little shade spots they're getting really small and tight, and it's going to be harder and harder to put a treble hook bait. So that's, you can't, like I said in the beginning of the video, like you want to start out while there's more shade and everything, using the Choppo, burning it up, burning the bank up. You don't have to be worried about casting right, you know, into these small little pockets and stuff as much earlier in the morning when there's more shade. So now that there's more shade and more wood and stuff too, I picked up the little, that's a new Berkeley Riveter Buzzbait. This one's made specifically to throw a toad on there, so we have a little Berkeley buzzing toad. And we're gonna throw this guy around for a minute and see if we can get anything else on it. I feel like you can catch a big one on it. I don't feel like I'm gonna catch as many fish now that the sun's up, but definitely feel like a bigger fish. Right there. Oh, he come off. There he is. That one got it. We missed our last one, but that dude definitely ate it. There's our little tangled up Berkeley Riveter. Tell you what I like about this thing. Let's get this fish let go. I'll show you what I like about this. So you got a welded piece here, keeps the buzzbait from bending out like crazy, and then this little keeper right there, just a little band that's going to keep your knot from sliding down the buzzbait at all. So it's always going to keep your knot in the right spot. And then with this toad one, this one's built specifically for a toad. You want to run it all the way up past the head. That's how you want to do it, right there, just like that. You want that hook basically coming out the end of the body, right there like that. So you want your frog to lay flat, your toad to lay completely flat. That way it's going to come through the water really nice. If it's got any kind of bend to it, it's going to tilt and spin and no good. Flat is the key. Gosh dang it. Lost him. There it is. Don't think that was the same fish. It's about time for a new frog. But I'm starting to throw this thing in areas where I could not throw the Choppo. Might have been able to throw it there, but it's starting to get a little sketch because the shade pockets are starting to get so small. This is what we're using right there. Buzzing speed toad. What I like about them is the legs are not bent out of the package. These things are perfect, every one of them. It makes a big difference. Oh, smoked it. Oh, you little dog. There he is. Nice one. Almost looks sick or something. I don't know what's wrong with him. Don't care. Dude, I don't know what's going on with that guy. He crushed it though. Man, I'm scared to kind of touch this nasty looking thing. All right, we're just gonna hold this guy like that. Camera just died. He's got some stuff going on. I don't know, it's a little funky looking. A little too funky for me, but that's a nice one. Not a bad fish on the chop block. So we mixed it up. We've caught some on the Choppo, Screamin Choppo, Buzzbait, and now the chop block. That fish was suspended on this little piece of structure out there on this lake. Saw a couple more, so we're gonna try and get in there and see if we can get another one. Nasty looking dude. All right, so here's that piece of structure that we're throwing at right there. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you, but it's really deep, 35, 40 feet out here in the middle of this lake. And you can see some of those fish swimming around. There's kind of like a thermocline deal going on right now. Every one of the fish I've seen out deeper, they're sitting above that. So there's another one out there a little bit further, but I think there's several hanging around that thing. It's the only vertical piece of structure other than a couple docks on this lake. So we're gonna see if we can get another one off of it. Got a couple behind it right there, look at them. Got a couple more following it, guys. Gosh, come on. Those look bigger. Look pretty nice. I'm gonna throw on this right side. I pulled all those off the left. Try and catch one more on a buzzbait. God, they're just barely sloping it. Not even a blow up. Not bad. Gosh, man, these are just... I'm impressed with how healthy, just look how clean that bass is. What nice white belly, great color to him. Healthy for this time of year. Not even blowing up on it. Like, if you're not paying attention, you won't even know when you get bit. Oh. See if we'll come back and bite again. Yep. He followed it out. Always make that follow-up cast. Don't be lazy. Gosh. Get the pliers out on a buzzbait. That's rare. Nice little chunky guy. Up and over. Got him. Come here. Inside edge, guys. That is where they want to be right now. Let's show the camera. Lift that thing up and see if you can. I mean, there's like one little pocket way back there. That's where he came out. That was cool. Couldn't see the bite, but you could feel it. Guaranteed you could feel it. One more cast on the other side. We'll end it right there. You want to end it?
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, that's it for the day. I got hung up on my last cast. We came back and tried to catch one on the chop block again on our little spot here. But I'm hung, so we're gonna put it on the trailer, head back home. Man, this has been a fun day. I'm telling you, like, to be able to just come to a lake, I kept the trolling motor down all day, didn't even start the motor, was able to catch all kinds of fish, top water all day long. It was awesome. Yeah, we got it back right there. It was fun to catch one on the chop block. The new Riveter Buzzbait, Screamin Choppo, all kinds of stuff, guys. It was a great day. I hope you learned something. I hope some of this will help you with top water, you know, when to throw certain buzzbait, when to throw the Screamin Choppo. Don't be afraid to get it in some of those tight places. You saw how many bites came like right on the bank in the smallest of little spots, just a small, tiny zone. And being able to get your bait in that spot will make all the difference in the world. If you miss it by a few feet, you're not gonna catch those fish sometimes. So we got to head back to the house. It's been fun. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, thank you very much. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your favorite part of the video. And I'll get back to you guys. If you have a question, leave a comment too. I'll make sure to get back to you. We'll see you next time.